My name's Mr. Martini, and I collect shoes.
Yeah. Just do it. 3 words.
Yes.
With a period.
I know. I know.
So I say, my sneakers more cleaner than yours, more meaner, more cleaner than yours. I got it mastered, mastered. And my cars go faster. 85 an hour, I'm about to take them backwards. My sneakers more cleaner than yours, more meaner, more cleaner than yours. I got it mastered, mastered. And my cars go faster. 85 an hour, I'm about to take them backwards. Yeah, now that's back to the essence, the freshest princes in your presence. The uniform on backwards. The effing never left from Miss Alaska. Went to a thrower from a crasher. Ooh, now I just flowing right past you. Let me take a second to.
And I've got about close to 500 shoes in this room, and then in a storage off-site I've probably got another 4, about the same. So I probably have about anywhere from 900 to 1,000 pairs of shoes right now.
Not a rusher or a tackler. I ain't got a cover or tagger. Like I'm a grapher or a wrestler. I grind. I should make the cover a thrasher. Chillin' with the cover a king. Yeah, I mean, my sneakers more cleaner than yours.
When I see like some sort of celebrity and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a bit of a sneaker collector, and how many pairs you got? Oh, got like a couple hundred. I'm just like,
I'm just doing what I gotta do. Flyer than the rest of them. Still got my Nike boots. Flyer than the rest of them. Flyer than the rest of them. Flyer than the rest of them.
you know, I grew up in a small town, and we'd come down to Vancouver in the summers, so I'd pick up fashion cues from the big city people. My first collection probably in like the early 80s, and slip-ons. Then my second kind of wave was Adidas. That was more in my university days, and then after that was the Nike Air Force One, and then Jordans. You know, even the Jordan ones, I begged my parents for them, and when they came out, they were, I believe, $100 Canadian, which, you know, in '85, $100 for a pair of shoes. There's people right now that wouldn't pay $100 for a pair of shoes, never mind back then. My mom was like, you gotta be out of your mind, there's no way. Anyway, I must have finally broke her down, but I finally got a pair, which I wore for basketball for a season or so, and then proceeded to kill them skateboarding. But I've actually got a picture of me in them, and you can see the shoes, and they're just trashed. If I'd had the foresight to keep those shoes unworn in the box, I could probably sell them for $10,000.
Everybody's got an addiction, mine is shoes. It started with my very first pair of kangaroos, and the LSE made for tennis. I played none of it, but I owned them in brown and black suede. But that was hardly the beginning of my obscene spending, saving up pennies.
This green one right here actually is probably one of the older ones I have. My first pair I wore in high school would have been probably 84, 85. I had an all-white pair that I used to wear. Actually, they weren't even mine. I used to borrow them off this girl who played on the girls' basketball team, and she had a pair, and she'd lend them to me with the same foot size. Pretty hard to find them in Canada. And that was what was fun before. It was like finding the shoes and like coming up on a player like, oh my God, I found these. Like I remember going down to Bellingham in the early 90s and went to this place big at Bellis Fair Mall, Big 5 Sports, and found some like crazy colored Puma suedes, and it was just the come up. They were like, I got them for like $10 or something, and just people were like, oh man. It's just fun to find them, or when we would go on these New York trips or LA trips hunting for shoes and finding like dead stock stuff from like way back. This was the first magazine that I was ever featured in. I think this magazine came out in 2003, and they did some of the Vancouver collectors. Yeah, I guess I am a little bit of a collector in various ways. I find my thing is, I've always been like, if I find something I like, I want it in every color it comes in, like no matter what it is. A lot of the times if I really like a shoe, I'll get one pair to keep on ice and one pair to wear. You keep anything long enough, the fabric or the sole, it starts to break down. Like there's been people that have saved their Jordan 3s and then broken out a dead stock pair, taken 2 steps and the sole falls off. And they're like, saved them for, 10, 15 years or whatever. Keep anything long enough, it's gonna die.
When your girl gets bent 'cause you spent the rent,
I'm a Nike head, and I'm a Nike head.
and your dad gets mad 'cause it's just a
I'm a
fad,
Nike head, and I'm a Nike head.
and your folks complain, say they all look the
I'm a
same.
Nike head, and I'm a Nike head.
Well,
I remember I think I was about grade 3, and I got sent home from school because I had a brand new pair of shoes, and I don't know what type of shoes they were. They probably weren't even expensive shoes, but they were all white shoes, and a kid stepped on them, and I kicked him in the face. Got sent home, and my mom got a phone call from this kid's dad. What the heck's going on? Your son kicked well, as I understand it, he stepped on my son's brand new shoes.